round of the formalities of the evening. Our first speaker tonight will be Jo's beautiful bride, the intelligent, the eloquent, and sorry Jo, but it's her night, so she's going first. Please welcome Michelle.
I'm sure you would all know by now that Jo and I don't tend to do things the traditional way. So we decided on a few traditions that we'd make our own. One of these is the bridal waltz. So rather than pretending we had the coordination to do this, we thought about what the tradition symbolised, and to us it symbolised the bride and the groom expressing their love for each other in front of their family and friends. So we decided that we would do this in the way that we felt most comfortable, and so unsurprisingly and untraditionally, I've chosen to speak. My apologies too that I'm going to be reading this because memorising speech did not make it to the top of my to-do list this week. Okay, Jo and I complement each other. We are quite different, but in the most important ways, what we love, what we value, and how we keep each other happy, we are the same. I'm so glad that I can come home each day to someone who's different to myself. Otherwise our lives would be so highly scheduled, extremely predictable, incredibly uncoordinated, and we'd have so many lists we'd probably never leave the house. Jo is a lot of what I am, but most importantly, he's everything that I'm not. I would not know who I am without you there. I would not have achieved what I have without you. I would not be as happy as I am without you, and I certainly wouldn't have had as much fun as I have without you. We laugh every day in our house. We've visited 23 countries together. We've known each other for over half our lives. Jo is the only person I know who is brave enough to pick up on my grammar. And as excited as I was at the moment I realised that our wedding date is symmetrical. Then we knew it was real. He also is incredibly patient with me and puts up with my quirks and my clumsiness, like when I'm convinced I can see the shape of a fox in our floorboards, or when I manage to go bowling and not break a nail but then break one trying to kill a spider and one talking with my hands. What you all wouldn't know, which I think is the key behind why we're here today, is that when we were 15 years old and Jo and I were best friends and nothing more, we told each other that we loved each other. We knew we were soulmates, and that's why every day since then, it hasn't bothered us whether we were boyfriend and girlfriend or not. It hasn't bothered us whether we lived together or not. It hasn't bothered us whether we were engaged or not. And it hasn't bothered us whether we were married or not, because we always knew how the rest of the story went. In writing this, I went through some messages that I'd saved, which I must have known at the time were of course something useful. They were from ICQ back in the day, and I don't want to embarrass you too much, but I'd like to quote Jo, who wrote this message while we were still friends. Strange enough as it is, I actually thought what it would be like if we got married. Cause like, out of all the people I know at the moment, you would be the only person I would consider marrying. And that was at 15. Was there a smiley face? Oh, not that I saw. As 15-year-olds, he proceeded to later compose a song for me and play it in the Churchlands High School music rooms, singing and playing the piano. I have an email that I wrote to him once I got home that day, every word of which is still true today and better sums up how I feel than I could try to do now. So this is 14 years later. I feel like I'm starring in some romance movie, but surprisingly it's real. I was so mesmerised by your astounding ability to touch my soul as no one ever has, and I couldn't believe I was part of something so amazing. You've given me the most incredible feeling of being able to see you grow as a person and letting me inside your strong heart. You surprise me in the things you say and do, your compassion and loyalty, and you always seem to manage to get the best out of me because you make me so happy. I I have never felt so connected and close to someone who I treasure and love. Thank you for blessing me with your warm spirit, your enchanting smile, and your sincerity. There's a bit of a history of my back time. So I'd like to move on to some thank yous. I'd like to acknowledge all of you here today. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your love and kindness and the part that you've played in our lives so far. Together, Joe and I would like to take this opportunity to thank our parents immensely for their unwavering support, their patience with our indecisiveness, and their complete openness to merging our families over the last 14 years. We are so blessed to enter married life with parents who have been so happily married for so long. Joe's parents for 41 years and mine for 33. Yay! We're especially thankful for everything they've done over the last few weeks in particular to get things ready for our big day. I'd like to thank Joe's parents for welcoming me with open arms and always having the time, the energy and the love to share with us as we need it. I'd like to thank my dad for giving me perspective and my mum for reminding me that as cool as it sounds, having a chocolate bouquet as a bridal bouquet is not a practice. To our friends and family who have travelled, from Queensland, my beautiful friends Vanessa and Matt, from Victoria, our cousins Guy and Francine, from the UK, our cousin and helpful tech assistant Barry, and from Canada, my sister and nephew. Thank you so much for being here, it means the absolute world to us. This is the first time in 6 years my family has all been together, and 4 years since I've seen my sister and nephew, so it's very important to us. To those who couldn't be here in person today, look down here, some who are travelling the world, and others who have experienced some of the hardest things in the world. We know how much you wanted to be here today. Today is an important day, but as we have always said, it is just one day. And your influence on our lives so far, and our future together, is stronger and more powerful than one day. And we look forward to spending many more days with you. A huge thank you to our bridal party for all their help and support today and in the lead up here and from overseas. To my friends for stepping in for local bridesmaid duties as required. To Jacinta and Ian for their readings. To Alex, Laura, Richie, Ben, Beth and Danica for their help today and tonight. And to the most adorable nieces and nephews who symbolise the absolute joy and happiness that we feel. Yeah. To our aunties and uncles and cousins, thank you for shaping who we are and making us feel part of something special. It's easy to take for granted, but we are so lucky to have such loving and supportive family who are an absolute pleasure for us to spend time with. To our friends, from those who have been there through primary or high school with us, where being high school sweethearts is quite normal for us. To the people we've met through music or through work, we are so thankful to have you in our lives. We'd like to thank Faye and Adrian here at Mika for their hospitality and flexibility and for the delicious food so far and still to come. So another tradition we thought we'd change, hold on a second. Alright, so we'll change another tradition. Having been together for so long and gone to so many weddings, we have taken part in enough bouquet tosses and garter throws to last us a lifetime. So instead of throwing the bouquet today, we would like to skip the commotion and give the bouquet to Joe's grandmother, Irma, who we are so happy to have to celebrate with us today. Lastly, I just wanted to explain what was on your table with your name card. When Joe and I travelled around Europe in 2008, we came across a store in Vienna who sold what became our favourite treat, Manna biscuits. So now, straight from Vienna, we are hoping you can enjoy them too. So please don't forget your manners. So that is the end of my dance. Please have a wonderful evening and thank you so much for everything.